this is Muriel Kramer with actions taken from the select board meetings of December 1st, which was the all hands meeting, and December 5th, which was the regular select board meeting held last night. The all hands meeting on December 1st was a gathering of all the department heads and boards and committee chairs to discuss the goals and priorities for 2025. And we additionally did an exercise to envision the strategic planning work that is coming up to hopefully chart the course collectively and collaboratively for the next 5 years, and look out a little bit further too. But the strategic plan will probably focus on a 5-year plan. Many thanks to all the department heads and the committee leaders who supported that meeting, and we look forward to the strategic planning to come and invite the public to participate enthusiastically. We hope to see a lot of people and hear from a lot of people during that process. Last night at our select board meeting, we met. The first order of business was the consent agenda. So it was the minutes of the November 7th and the November 13th meeting. We accepted a resignation from the Cultural Council of Kirtika Dapala with appreciation and regrets. We approved an escrow agreement for a 20.96 acre open space parcel to be conveyed to the town on Whisper Way. We accepted a gift from Barbara Kelly to the fire department's ambulance fund in memory of George Thorson Jr. And we approved the ABCC seasonal population estimate. We appointed Carly Moniz as the children's librarian, the new children's librarian at the public library. And we appointed Gus de Oliveira as custodial maintenance worker in the facilities department. Welcome to both of those new employees. We're excited to have you. We distributed the 2024 Boston Marathon Invitational with a random distribution of the bibs. This year we got 65 bibs. We had a total of over 80 requests, but every requesting department or agency was able to get at least one. The Hopkinton Town Board or town departments and town committees that requested them got all of their requested bibs. Each of the entities that met the criteria for a qualified 501c3 or other agency doing work in the town received at least one bib, and we had 3 additional bibs that we did a random drawing for to provide to each 3 of those applicants got an additional bib. We held a listening session for the upcoming budget season. We did not have a lot of attendance. We will put the budget listening session action item as an agenda item following public comment on each agenda going forward. So the public is explicitly invited to come in and share their questions, concerns, or priorities for the upcoming FY25 budget at each of our select board meetings at the very beginning of the meeting. So we hope the public will take advantage of the opportunity to participate in that regard. We approved the notices of taking for Fox Hollow Road and Box Mill Road in accordance with the votes under Articles 35 and 36 at the 2023 annual town meeting. We approved pending resolution of contingencies. If there were contingencies, we approved all the annual license renewals, Section 12 all alcohol and associated licenses, Section 12 club all alcohol, wine and malt and associated licenses, Section 19C farmer brewery pouring permit, Section 15 package store all alcohol, Section 15 package store wine and malt only, common victualler license renewals, Class 1 and Class 2 license renewals, livery and limousine license, and municipal street license for all the vendors that requested them. We approved a new license for Domino's Pizza to a common victualler license for Domino's Pizza establishment to be located at 70 Main Street. They hope to be open and ready for business in December or early January. We received a status and update on the selection of a consultant to partner with the town in developing the municipal aggregation plan. We hope to get updates as this process plays out, and we expect that the ultimate resolution will take about 12 or 15 months, but we look forward to hearing more about that and offering residents the choice to remain opted in or opt out of that aggregation strategy. Annual town meeting will be May 6th, and we discussed briefly the select board potential additions to the town meeting warrant. One item was suggested for discussion, and that is an item that would empower non-US residents living in Hopkinton to vote at local town meetings and local elections. That would require legislative action as well, but that is an item that we will be discussing to include at the annual town meeting. So we do invite residents to participate in that discussion, certainly. The town manager gave us an update on the Main Street Corridor project. We will be doing an additional traffic study that will bring us more up to date. There has been some resident feedback that side streets leading into the Main Street Corridor are being potentially overused, and people may be avoiding the intersection at Main Street and Grove and Cedar. And so at any rate, we're having a traffic study. We're going to measure traffic numbers. We did also ask the engineer to add in concerns about crosswalks and lights and crosswalk markings at few more spaces in the vicinity of the Main Street Corridor project that residents have put forward as places of concern. We also got an update on the PFAS treatment project for the town water wells. We had hoped that that project would be completed by January 2024. The completion date has been moved out, unfortunately, a couple of months. We do anticipate it to be completed in April of 2024. We know the residents are rightly concerned and interested in that being corrected as soon as possible, and we're doing everything we can to to ensure the contractors stay on target. So April 2024 is the new completion date. We also got an update on the MWRA connection, which is the long-term plan to connect through Southborough to the MWRA for our drinking water going forward. The municipal agreement is being finalized and will go through legal review both by Hopkinton and by Southborough, and it will be finalized as soon as possible. And then we will have an update on what our next steps are as we continue to pursue this long-term solution to get our drinking water from the MWRA via the Southborough Interconnection Project. We discussed a question from hopnews.com about advertising in local news media, our policy there. The town, we did ask for some legal advice. The town is obligated to post required notices in print media. That print media also has to post it on their associated website if they have one, or alternatively, it would have to be posted on the state's website. It also needs to be posted on the state's website, even if the news organization has both print and web for the purposes of posting. For non-required media posting, that would be a policy decision, and so the board will consider looking more into that and potentially developing a policy for boards and committees to consider when they are arranging for their advertising of events and so forth in the local media. Our liaison reports, we heard we wanted to just highlight and congratulate Weston Nurseries that will be celebrating their 100th anniversary, or is celebrating their 100th anniversary this year. The Chamber of Commerce is holding an event Thursday, December 7th, to celebrate Weston Nurseries. We also highlighted that the menorah lighting is happening also Thursday, December 7th, and at 6 p.m. on the town common, and we hope that people will attend and support that event. We further recognized and appreciate the following employees: Maria Casey and Mike Shepard, who have retired from town service and have served Hopkinton with distinction over these last many years. And we so appreciate them. We miss them, but we wish them well in their retirement. And we also wanted to take a minute to thank Norman Kamalo, who has announced that he will be retiring from municipal service. That transition is still being planned, and there are more details will come on that. But we wish him well, and we thank him for his years of dedicated service. And we also wanted to update the town that the fire chief hiring process continues to be ongoing. The hiring committee meets tomorrow, December 7th, to review the documentation from the assessments that were done of all the candidates, to then vote and present finalists to the select board for their consideration. And hopefully we will have that interview process and decision in short order. So very soon we should have a final decision on our new fire chief. And that's that. Thank you very much.